Welcome to Pure Gold. I'm Pilar Archila, your host, and I'm here with Charlie Garbutt from Garbutt Construction. How are you today?
I'm good, Pilar. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for accepting my invitation, and let me tell you, that yellow is beautiful. I love that color.
Thank you.
You look very nice.
Not often that you get to wear bright yellow, but
I know. And you know what? For the color of your skin and your hair, it looks nice. If I try yellow, it's gonna just real bad.
Well, thank you.
Are you originally from Lawrence County?
I am. I'm born and raised here. Both of my parents are from Dublin and Lawrence County. My father is from Dublin, and my mother is from the big city of Cadwell, Georgia.
Huge city.
So I have deep roots here. I went to high school here, graduated from Dublin High in 2002.
If we're not mistaken, you know my son Santiago.
I do. I remember him well.
Yes. You know, it's not that often that I sit here and I interview people that are actually from Dublin, or like parents from Dublin, the whole family from Dublin. So this is nice. This is nice. And also, it's nice to know that you're back in Dublin and you're working with your father's company.
I am. Dreams can come true.
Yes, yes. And never lose hope. I say that to myself. You are a member of the Chamber of Commerce. Well, of course, Chamber of Commerce, and
Right.
also a board of directors.
Right. We've been, well, of course, Garbutt Construction Company has been a chamber member for probably 35 plus years.
Yes.
Since our origination. But I've been on the board of directors since I was elected last November, so I've almost come, full circle for my first year. And I'm extremely flattered and honored when they told me they
asked you to join,
Yeah.
to be, a member.
Yeah, when they wanted me to serve on the board, I was flattered, and they said, well, you have to get elected. And I thought, oh no, well, that's never going to happen. But I've enjoyed it, and it's kind of taken my level of connection to a much higher place. Even me being from Dublin, Lawrence County, I've met so many people through the chamber that I otherwise would not have been exposed to.
Absolutely.
So it's been a really good experience for me.
Yes. Now, you mentioned that your company is about 30-some years old. Mm-hmm. Did your father was the founder?
Right. My father was the founder. I don't know if, for some of the locals, they might remember Oates Drugstore, which is actually still in business. His
Yes.
grandfather was the owner and operator of Oates, and Dad said, he was unlike me. He didn't want to be in the family business, so he started Garbutt Construction Company in 1976. So we've been in business for almost 38 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
38 very successful years, so it was always a fascinating thing for me.
And I can see, how was it for you growing up? Okay, first of all, with the same name your father. That I'm sure it was kind of interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Pilar, it has its pluses and minuses. It can be a good thing if someone is maybe not quite expecting someone like myself to be Charlie, but then it can be a bad thing when you're on the phone going, okay, they want to speak to Charlie, and I'm like, this is Charlie.
It's me.
But it's got its ups and downs.
Yeah. I know that your first name is not Charlie.
Mm-mm.
Why you chose to use your middle name instead of your first name?
Well, Charlie is what I've always gone by. It's actually Jackie Charlie, and when I started working the business about 6 years ago, we just kind of needed something to separate.
Yeah.
So I kind of became J. Charlie.
So you kind of just put that J in there to separate, but never, not even as a baby, you were called Jackie.
No, I've always been Charlie.
Then Charlie. Yeah. I have a first name and I have a middle name. I go by my middle name too. But actually in Colombia, I went by both. First, I mean, everybody called me by both names. But here in the States, if I tell you my full name, people tend to go and use only my first name, but I like my middle name better, which is Pilar.
I like Pilar. It suits you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, and growing up with your father in this wonderful business, how is it now that you are following his footsteps or huge, huge shoes?
Well, honestly, it's a lot of work.
Yes.
He did well in that he made it look very easy, which you know, it's a lot of fun. I'll say that. It's been fun for me to kind of observe what I did growing up, and then now that I'm working in the design and construction industry, I like to notice the change and the new ideas, and it's very complex and interesting and challenging all at the same time, and you know, I think we do pretty good.
Yes, I think you guys are doing wonderful, and I have seen things that your company have done, and I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
I come from a family of a lot of architects and engineers, and I have always admired what you guys have done.
Thank you.
One of the things that I think is great is your office, the Belote House.
Yes.
Tell me about that house.
Well, we refer to it as the Deese Belote House. It was originally in the Deese family, I think, when it was built in 1910. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the Belote family acquired it in the 60s, and they used it as a professional office until we purchased it in 2011, and we restored it to some of its original states, and we've used it as an office for about 2 years now, and
Wonderful.
we love it. It's bigger than where we were, but we just moved across the street, so it kind of represents a lot of what we do, which is the historic preservation and equipped with the new technology and infrastructure. So it's been a good thing for us.
Yeah, and if you are in that design and that type of business, having an office in a beautiful place suits you.
Yeah.
What is your position in Garbutt Construction?
Well, I have taken on a new role these past couple of years. I have taken on sort of a business development role. My background and my education is in construction management, so I'm a licensed general contractor, but the past couple of years I've been learning more about how to follow spending and figure out who exactly is getting ready to build, and kind of how we can connect, and not only with who is planning on building, but how we can help organizations that can benefit from our industry or our knowledge and resources. We're very involved in Associated General Contractors, which is our industry organization, and the other organizations which are great, like the Chamber, and so I kind of am our liaison between what we do and connecting with the world.
Yes, and one thing that I think is very important, and sometimes people don't know, you can work or help someone with a very small design or a humongous big design.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that your company only do this or that.
Yeah.
You're capable of doing.
Yeah, in fact, those kind of projects are the most fun. Sort of the ones that some people may not notice, but they really make a difference in lives.
Right.
One of the ones that I was fortunate to be involved in was we did an African American cultural center revitalization for Georgia College. Actually, that was just a charitable project for us, and
yes.
so it was amazing.
Yes. Well, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna continue talking with Charlie Garbutt.
Thank you.
We're back, and I'm here with Charlie Garbutt, and we're having a great, nice conversation today. Being a member of the Chamber of Commerce is very important. Why do you feel like, especially for small business, that they should get involved with the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, a lot of reasons, Pilar. I mean, I think if you're going to do business in a small community like Dublin, I mean, the first thing being a member of the chamber is going to do is going to, jumpstart you and save you time and save you money, and they can offer you, just a ton of resources that, you couldn't right. have by yourself. And I mean, the other thing they're going to offer is just a huge pool of people that are going to be, seeking your services.
In your business.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I think it's not a benefit. It's vital to surviving.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think there's really no reason not to be a member.
Yeah. Actually, there's millions of reasons why we should be members.
Yeah, I mean, the group, we're fortunate that we have a group working over there that's really a go-getting group. So.
Yeah, and I know that there is a new group trying to develop, that is the young professionals, and you are kind of part of that committee.
Right, we're trying to establish a group of young professionals in the community, that are interested in becoming more involved and seeking, just a higher level of organization within the community and helping outreach through the chamber.
Right.
I think it's important that our young people
get involved.
Yeah, get involved and take on that role of leadership.
Any in particular that you remember belongs to that group?
Yeah, the steering committee we've had several meetings that have been overseen by Randy and Willie, and Will Curry has been involved, and Colby Crabb. Forgive me, Colby, I can't pronounce your married name. Brianna Hasbrook, Whitney Bass, Hobbs. Several young people in the community have kind of helped get that started, but we're seeking anyone who wants to be involved and who wants to...
Interested in that and interested in helping our community. I mean, as it is great.
Right.
But we need to maintain that.
Yeah, I think Dublin has some good, some strong things going on with the downtown development and revitalization, and young people really getting involved where that's concerned. And
that's right.
I think Dublin is great and has a great opportunity to be a real leader within the state, honestly.
How do you apply your high energy in this town?
I don't know about high energy, but I enjoy giving back. I mean, I really have enjoyed being a part of the board, with the chamber. I'm honored to be amongst the people that are involved, and I'm a part of the Dublin Rotary Club, which I've been a part of for almost 2 years now. I've enjoyed that. I also served on a group that was a statewide group that was part of a development process with Georgia Forward, that the young game changers that studied the city of Dublin and kind of assessed its assets. And
that is very interesting.
Yeah, and that was fun. And anything anybody wants me to do, I'm happy to give it a shot.
Now, I do know that the Chamber of Commerce, the board, just recently went for a retreat.
We did.
How was it? What did you learn from that retreat?
Well, I learned, number one, that you know, even more about what the chamber offers. And they, I mean, they just work hands over feet to serve their members, and you know, they do a lot. They provide a lot of connecting of avenues. They serve. They do a lot of recognition. They help small businesses more than anything else. They connect a lot of dots, and you know, I just learned even more about all the resources that we have to offer, and that, you know, I guess the other thing I learned is that not everybody is a member of the chamber, Pilar, and they should be. So
we need more members.
We do.
Did you hear that? We need more members. Well, you see, that surprised me because, you know, if, to me, like you said before, it's vital. If you want to succeed, you need, I mean, we need people in order to succeed.
People need people.
Yes, and what best way to do that than being a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
I agree.
All right, we are going to take another break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with Charlie Garbutt. Charlie, what do you want to see, you know, for our community when it comes to tourism?
To tourism. Well, I think that Dublin finds itself in a unique position in that we are in the middle of a state that has been named, you know, numerous times the #1 place to do business, and we're right in the center of a
heart of Georgia.
Heart of Georgia. We're 2 hours from an international capital of Atlanta, and then 2 hours from Savannah. And I think that Dublin is really the quaint middle ground. You know, I'd like to see us take a real stakehold and be in kind of the destination worth the detour, if you will. Right in the middle of the heart of the best place in the world, in the state of Georgia. And I think that Dublin can really capitalize on the warm community that we are, the great people, the heart of the people, the difference of the people. Even, you know, we have people like you and me, and everything that we offer. And
people that were born here and people that were born real far away, that we both love Dublin.
Yeah, I would like to see Dublin really capitalize on its unique location and its unique group of culture, and I think what we're doing to rebuild the heart of the community and downtown and things of that nature.
Isn't that wonderful? The things that are happening in downtown.
I think that we're headed towards the right direction, and that, you know, people can only want to come.
Yeah, and Carnegie Library. That's another project that is just out of this world.
Yes, the Downtown Development Authority did a great job kind of revamping that place and repurposing, and I think that it's going to, or at least I think the plan is to kind of highlight some of the arts with the, you know, one of the first things they had being the art show, and we were fortunate enough to be kind of involved on the front end, and we're just excited to see it all come to fruition. And I think things like that, projects like that are going to, you know, help the community and help the people are things that Dublin does well and can continue to do well.
And I know that your company has been very supportive, and when it comes to that type of things, and guiding us and helping, and that is just wonderful. I know that you have a brother in Oregon.
I do. I have a younger brother who lives in Portland, Oregon, and I miss him very much.
So it's the two of you?
Right, it's the two of us. Well, our parents are Charlie Garbutt and Jackie Garbutt, and then my stepmother is Jane Garbutt, and I have three step siblings, two sisters and a brother.
Oh, okay, good. What is your brother doing in Oregon?
Unlike me, he I'm not like him in that would scare me to death. He just one day
Adventures.
Yeah, he graduated recently, or a few years ago now, from the Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia, and he said one day, he just said, I think I want to move to Portland, Oregon, and go out there and seek employment with my degree, and
he
did.
Let me tell you, I have heard that Portland, Oregon is gorgeous, beautiful.
From what I've seen, it is, and he loves it. He says he doesn't miss the South, but I know he does.
Oh, sure. Yeah, my son Santiago, he lives now in California, in San Francisco, but every time he went with Emory University when he was doing his PhD, he went to either Oregon or Washington State or California in the San Francisco area. He told me several times that he was going to end up living in one of those places. And he is, with his wife.
And I know in Santiago, I know he is doing big things, but please tell him we miss him.
I will, and I tell him it's not just me, it's more than... Well, I'm very happy that we had this time to talk.
Well, thank you.
I have talked to you on the phone, but we have never really sat down and have a conversation. I'm very, very excited to see a young person like you, my son Santiago's age, being so involved in this wonderful community.
Well, thank you.
And being involved with your father's company. That is, I'm sure your father is very proud of you.
Well, it's a lot of fun for me, and I tell people, it's fun for me to be able to give back. I mean, the people in this community are raised me, so I'm enjoying it, and I really appreciate you having me and taking the time to see what's going on.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for being a part of our community and our Chamber of Commerce. That is such a big, huge part. It's like the heart of our city, and for you to be part of the chamber is wonderful. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here with me. And for all of you watching, thank you so much, and until next time.